The first thing we reach for every single morning is our phones.
It's moved past a habit into a full-blown addiction.
We go to the bathroom on our phone.
Eating breakfast on our phone.
Doing chores on our phones. But we still say that we don't have time to read.
So what if we reached for a book instead?
This week, we decided to lock up our phones
And see if we can actually make a dent in our never-ending TBRs.
All right, it's time to put our phones up. Tomorrow morning is our first day. No phones. They're going in the box.
Box is locked.
Box is locked. Now you might be wondering, how are we filming? Well, we do have 2 phones that have 0 service. SOS on there.
A phone for filming and a phone for audiobooks.
Say goodnight, Madi.
Madi says goodnight.
Goodnight, Madi.
Madi says no phone. We're starting our first book.
Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. We picked getting back into the Boys of Tommen series because when I was reading Binding 13, I don't think I picked up my phone once that day because all I want to do is read, and that was really the type of book we're looking for. We're gonna keep on reading and we'll check in when we get halfway, probably in tears if you know Boys of Tommen.
Scared, but excited. So we are officially a whole day into no phones. We're also 50% done with Saving Six.
For anybody who hasn't read the Boys of Tommen series, it's an adult contemporary romance set in Ireland in like the early 2000s/late 90s. We already finished Binding and Keeping 13 a few months ago, so we've just been waiting to get back into this series. I think that's why we've been so like engrossed in it.
So the book follows Joey Lynch, which is Shannon's older brother, who is the epitome of troubled bad boy, and his girl, Aoife Malloy, who is the coolest girl in the world. The timeline takes us all the way back to 1999. So the book starts with Joey and Aoife being 12 years old. So there's a lot of big like timeline jumps, but we get a lot of backstory into Shannon's life before Binding 13. And hey, it's heartbreaking.
But Aoife does kind of help bring the vibe up, similar to how Johnny did in Binding and Keeping 13. Aoife definitely has some of her own demons that she's fighting, but at the end of the day, Aoife is a hot girl who knows she's a hot girl. She's also the ultimate I can fix him girl. And you know what? I agree. She is dead set on fixing Joey.
I knew I would love this book, and because we're getting so much backstory, I kind of feel like these books are gonna be maybe even worse than Shannon and Johnny.
In the first 2 books, I had a lot of mixed feelings about Marie Lynch, and now that we're getting more of Joey's point of view, my feelings are even more mixed.
I could never form a solid opinion on Marie Lynch, I fear. Every time like something gets intense, I feel the heat behind my eyes and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start crying soon.
For sure, for sure. And to be completely truthful, I haven't thought about my phone. It's one of those books where it's like, oh, you just wanna keep reading. Like you don't wanna put it down. You have to force yourself to go like drink water and eat a meal. But I'm loving it.
Loving it, not thinking about our phones.
Day 1 without our phone, not super difficult.
Imagine my candle right here. It's not there though, because I left it at Maddie's mom's house like a brain dead moron.
So we finished Saving Six, and I already knew this series was going to consume my life. That's exactly why we chose it, because I really needed it to keep me off my phone. I'm feeling antsy.
The book made me genuinely sick to my stomach personally.
In a good way.
In a good way. It just breaks my heart. Joey deserves Aoife, but I think Aoife deserves so much better than Joey. But I can't blame Aoife because at the same time, if I was in her position, girl, me too. Me too.
Yeah, I'm also having some really mixed feelings on Aoife because Joey's fucked up, dude. I desperately need to pick up the next book because all I want to do is watch Joey and Aoife edits.
Yeah.
Also, I know the next book is gonna be so bad because it lines up with the timeline of the first 2 books we've already read.
Cut the cameras. I'm sick, I'm scared, I'm having a great time, but at the same time, I'm not normal about this book at all.
No.
If you can't tell, this was a 5-star book.
Who's surprised? We could really use some outside time though.
So we found an activity to do.
Yeah, we're gonna go see one of my little friends. Then we're probably gonna go to Barnes & Noble and get that next book. Savior of the day.
Oh, we just read this. Oh, we need redeeming.
Oh.
Fuck the Vegas Golden Knights. I fucking hate the Vegas Golden Knights.
We got back. We're watching hockey. And we're eating cookies.
Yeah.
We are not halfway yet. We keep having to take breaks in this book because it's heavy.
Here's the thing. Anytime something even kind of good happens, immediately something even worse happens. Thankfully, we do get a lot of Johnny, Gibbsy, Huey, Feely, and I do appreciate that.
I need to scroll. I want to take a brain break.
I will say though, it has been good not getting on TikTok because we're not getting things spoiled.
Yeah, Maddie's really bad about finding spoilers.
If I see something that I know is gonna have a spoiler, I will watch it anyways because I have no self-control. And then if I see it, obviously the first thing I'm doing is either sending it to Cari or telling her about it.
Overall, I'm feeling a little antsy, but I will say cortisol levels were low until we picked up this book.
I'm feeling scared to finish this book.
We're gonna try to get through a fat chunk of this today. Look at the state of you. We are 70% in. I feel like we've been reading for 18 hours straight.
I'll be honest, I'm not having a good time. It's so good, but I'm physically feeling ill.
Okay, so I'm actually freaking out. My cortisol levels are up to here.
Shit hit the fan and we've just been spinning with the fucking fan. I wish we could get down. I'm not having a good time.
Let me off the ride. Chloe Walsh has locked us in. We're trapped. It's like a Saw movie. And it's like, yeah, cool, we're not on our phones. Screen time is low. At what cost?
Every like 50 to 100 pages, I just start sobbing.
I never thought I'd say this after reading the first 2 Boys of Tommen books. I'm missing those books because of how traumatizing this book is. So we're having a tough time overall.
We don't have that much left.
Let's buckle up for this last 30%.
Crying too much, so we decided to go to the gym. We're like 80% finished.
Yeah, I would really love a happy ending because right now I feel like my heart has been ripped out of my chest, stomped on, spat on, shatted on.
Everything. It's not looking bright. We finished Redeeming 6, and it was more gut-wrenching than all the Greek tragedies combined. I truly believe that with my whole heart. Definitely one of the best books I've ever read in my life.
Truly, honestly, really, I do feel like getting hit by a truck would be less painful than this. I felt sick to my stomach majority of this book, so that was really awesome and fun and cool.
Finishing Saving 6 and Redeeming 6, it felt like coming out of like a haze, but it did feel better than coming out of like a 3-hour doom scrolling haze.
I'm very impressed with you and how little tears I saw you shed because I couldn't stop crying.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
I said this about Binding 13. I really, really love the way in which Chloe Walsh writes about heavy topics. She writes about these topics with a lot of care and intention.
I agree. The characters feel the way that I feel about Taylor Swift songs. There's something about these characters that hits home with you, that you relate to. Obviously not always the exact scenarios the characters are being put in. I don't know. It feels healing, I think. Truly 5-star book. Honestly, would give it 6 stars if I could.
Without a doubt, hands down, 5-star book. And aside from wanting to get on TikTok for Boys of Tommen purposes, other than that, I'm really not craving my phone. My phone was the last thing on my mind.
I'm too worried about Joey and Aoife.
And on to the next book.
It's time to start Flawless by Elsie Silver. Technically, we already did start it because we thought maybe reading one chapter of this last night would give us some type of relief from the devastation that was Redeeming 6. We read one chapter and unfortunately all it did was piss me off because what do you mean the main girl in this, her and her sister are named Summer and Winter? You're talking about riding bulls and riding cowboys while I'm still worried about Joey Lynch and his drug addiction. I can't do that.
Yeah, it is a huge transition. Like, gonna be hard to go from Boys of Tommen to a cowboy romance.
Yeah.
However, I did appreciate that in the, like, literally the first chapter is what, maybe 7 pages, if that. We already know what's happening. It threw us right into the story, which I can appreciate because I didn't need a whole lot of build up. So I'm hoping we get spaz soon.
We picked this on purpose to have a breather from Boys of Tommen. It's just gonna be a little hard to get into the headspace. If you can hear Maddie's cat meowing, you're welcome. She's freaking out. I want this to be a smutty, dirty cowboy romance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't want to read it.
I hope she gets dirty and spassy and nasty quick.
We're gonna find out.
Fingers crossed. So we're halfway through Flawless.
How are you feeling? How'd you feel when you started? How are you feeling
Right
now?
on, mate. Right fucking on. I'm having a good time. I wish they would get to freaking it. I was gonna say something else.
This morning I was being a little bit of a negative Nancy, I guess you could say, right? Yeah.
You were being a witch this morning.
Every time something happened, I was like, no, nobody fucking say that. Nobody would do that. What's wrong with you? It's so stupid. And Maddie had to be like, hey, get a grip. It's a romance. It's a cowboy rom-com.
Really, we've switched energies this video.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm a raging witch, and she is emotional and crying all the time.
But if you haven't read this series, which I hadn't, I had some assumptions about Elsie Silver cowboy romances. That one,
For starters,
I thought it was in Texas. Yeehaw, baby.
Lone Star State.
It's not. It's in Canada.
No. Alberta?
It's in Canada.
Right, yeah, what we doing there?
Second thing, they still use country slang.
Like y'all?
Like y'all and fixin' to and something fierce. I'm reading all this being like, okay, country accent, right? They're sounding southern. They're not.
Literally the only thing I can imagine is the moose from Brother Bear.
Yes. So it's kind of like a weird thing for us.
We're expecting these guys to be from Texas, but then at the same time, there's really no cowboys here that have brains.
Cowboys don't act like this.
Yeah, no.
Cowboys are all right pill freaks.
Right pill.
Right, red pill.
Right wing red pill.
I don't know if all of them are, but most of them are.
Especially the ones in Texas.
Here's the thing. Cowboys will open the door for you, but then they also will disrespect you because they do not respect women.
They will open the door, but then they will simultaneously lock said door and suck out.
Anyway, once I stopped being a wretched bitch and started having a good time, this became very enjoyable. And I will say, you guys on Book Talk, you guys have fooled me. I've been bamboozled because you told me this was dirty. You told me this was filthy nasty.
And yet again, it's a lie. Where is the freaking?
Where's the freaking?
Where are the pants pulled
Where's
down?
the pants pulled down?
Where are the bras
Where's
thrown across the room?
thrown across the room?
Where are the panties on the floor? I'm seeing no panties on the floor.
No panties on the floor.
Except mine.
You know, the one thing I will say, biggest critique I've got for this is the main guy here. He's a famous bull rider. I'm beginning to realize that riding bulls is very unethical.
Yeah, I don't
love that.
Not loving that
They
bit.
keep talking about how he's like,
Spurring
I'm
them.
picking the right bull for this match. They're gonna want to kill me.
I'm gonna spur this bull right in its fucking. This is the worst check-in ever. This check-in sucks. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, we're gonna keep reading. If there's not some for real bangity bing banging soon, I'm gonna have an issue.
If he doesn't take her to some kind of penthouse and freak it with the quickness,
we're gonna have problems.
hot man, hot man.
Hot man, hot man. You know what they say. Save a horse.
If you ride that motherfucking
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
How do you jokingly motorboat someone?
We finished flawless. All I have to say is yeehaw, baby.
Save a horse, and what are we riding, ladies? We're riding cowboys.
cowboy.
We're riding some fucking cowboys.
Basically, at 50%, there was no spice. At 52%, maybe, spice. And it brought the house down.
Rom-coms are typically very...
You can predict what's happening, you know where it's going. And there was a part where I was like, ooh, this isn't gonna be good. But then it added a little something, and I was like,
I think the book was freaking fun. It's not as smutty as everyone says it is,
Yeah.
though. There's maybe, what, 2?
I really liked it. I think it was perfect for this season.
Overall, I would say 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
Would recommend to any girl who wants to maybe think about riding cowboys.
Especially in the summertime. This was a very perfect vibe for what we're going for right now. And now it is finally time to get our phones back. And I'm gonna be completely honest. Yes, phone addiction is bad, great, yeah. But it's not that bad when I am hanging out with my best friend and I have hobbies. I like to read. I enjoy reading more than I enjoy scrolling. So if I've got a good book, I'm golden, baby.
I agree. However, I am very excited to watch these reels and TikToks and edits.
We're gonna take a little breather before we go back into Binding 13. But for now, yeehaw, baby, all the way home.
Ladies and gents, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Well, I can't fucking turn anymore.
You don't have to be fully that way.
I wasn't fully that way. I was fully this way.
Flash the bed!
How? Just roll onto the bed, onto the floor. Get this off of my legs. I'm sorry, my legs aren't 2 inches long. I'm more than 3 apples tall. So it actually, they get caught in place.
3, 2, 1. I wasn't ready.
You counted down.
It's moved past. Like shoulder chest. Roll over there. It's my line. What do you mean roll over there?